Hey everyone, coming to you now from home I'm in my easy chair. Uh, didn't want to keep you hanging anymore. Anyone that still cares to follow along, but guess where do I start now? I guess the logical place would be where we left off, and that was with 4 days to go. We finished the 100-mile wilderness, or we were going into the 100-mile wilderness as the last post, I believe. We did 30, Dan and I did 30 miles the first day, and I believe that's when Kadra and Jill and Francis and Laura got the van stuck in a big beaver bog. So Dan, they had to come in and they met us halfway through the day, and they came in and told Dan, "I got your van stuck." So he came out and I finished the day. They met us, I think that one might have been the Moxie Pond day. I don't have it all in front of me, it's hard to remember. But anyways, I think the second day we did 30 miles again, and we saw a bull moose that day. The final day we did 41 miles to make it to A-Ball Campground. So it was a good big day, but the terrain was much easier through the 100-mile wilderness. Still rough and rocky and rooty and wet, but not very mountainous. I think the biggest mountains in there are only like 1,500 feet. It's just pancake flat almost until you hit Katahdin, and it just jets out above everything else. So that was really cool when we got the first view of Katahdin. That was definitely a special moment to see the mountain that I've been chasing for almost 2,200 miles come into view. That was pretty cool. As you can tell, I'm reverting back to my old self with a haircut and a shave. And Kadra and I just got in from a run, and it felt really weird to be running on roads, but also I'm really slow, really slow, but it's worth it. So back to the story. Next day after that's the summit. Easiest 10 miles. I mean, it was like I was on a cloud. Dan and I covered that 10 miles in like 2 hours, which is still slow, I know, but it's fast for the AT. So we met Kadra and Jill at the base of Katahdin. Francis dropped them off. We hiked up together. We made pretty good time hiking up, and we weren't pushing, but the girls did great. Made it up to the summit. It was a Class 1 day, absolutely gorgeous, and it was really strange summiting. It was not what I expected at all. I did not have the emotions that I'd had for the last month. I didn't have hardly anything. There were lots of people there, which they had all the right to be there, but it really took away from it. It was kind of anticlimactic. So we finished, we took some pictures, and I just, remember feeling weird. Just, I'm done, but I'm not done, because we still have to get off the mountain. We had decided to go down the knife edge, and I had no idea what it was like. I knew it was going to be tough, but it was pretty tough. Not so much for Dan and myself, but I think it was a little bit more than what Kadra had bargained for, and I imagine Jill, but Jill didn't voice it so much. But you can look at some of those pictures in the link. We didn't do any video because it was kind of survival mode for Kadra, and the bruises on her legs will prove it. She was holding on for dear life, and it wasn't that easy for us either. I mean, it's a pretty gnarly trail. It certainly is not your average day hiker trail, but I'm glad we did it. It just made for a better story, great memories. So we finally made it to the bottom of the mountain, which was super slow, getting down off this mountain. That's when it really hit me that it was the real end, and that's when we truly had the moment of finality, I would call it. And oddly enough, as we were waiting to leave, we ran into Courtney Campbell that just happened to be vacationing there with his family. So that was pretty crazy. See another ultra runner just randomly in Baxter State Park right as I finished the AT. I don't even know what to say. It's such a strange feeling to be done. You know, driving home, I half joked with Kadra. I said, you know, we could just drive west now and let's go to the northern terminus of the PCT and just get started. We'll never be more prepared. We've got everything we need. Let's just do it. And I think she kind of looked at me with a crazy look at first, and then she considered it. So we must both be a little bit nuts. But I really do already miss the trail immensely. I miss being out there. As much as I wanted to be done in the last 10 days, I really do miss it. It's something that just gets in your blood, and it's hard to explain until you do something like this. And I would argue that if you want to do it, you need to try to make it happen. It was an amazing experience that I would not trade for anything. But I just want to specifically thank everyone that's followed along, and especially my wife. I never could have done it without Kadra. Impossible. Couldn't have done it without her. And I thank Francis and Jill and Dan and Laura, especially coming up to Maine. You know, everyone for all their great comments, emails, especially all the prayers. And I mean, well, I should have thanked God first, because certainly I know that I could not have done this without my faith. No way. There's too many tough times, and we were so blessed with such great weather, and you know, we had one flat tire the whole time. We did get a flat tire in the 100-mile wilderness, or the day before we went into it, and Kadra got all that taken care of. But you know, we were just so blessed throughout the whole journey, and just amazing. You know, I'm dumbfounded being home. I don't know what to do with myself, but I just feel so blessed and just so it's just hard to explain. I mean, there's been times where I just feel emotional for no reason, and just so happy, just unreal. Also, thanks to those that sponsored me, the Aid Station and Noon and McDavid, for all their great products. I'm just a grateful man. It was a great journey. Words do not do it justice. Anyways, I don't know how to end all this, but I just wanted to take the time to kind of wrap up for all those of you that followed along, and thank you for following. Thanks for your, like I said, the comments, the prayers, the support. It means so much. You know, I just told my friend Bradley on the phone tonight. He's kind of asking a few questions about how it felt and like what I learned, and you know, I really learned that you know, the trail was more about the people on the trail. It was more about just everyone I met and those around the trail, and that's what makes the trail special, not the dirt and rock that, you know, 2 feet wide that goes from Georgia to Maine, not the beautiful views. All those things are great, but it's about people, and it's awesome to be part of a community, our community here, but like the ultra community, all these people that I've met through running ultras, just a great group of people. My heart is full of love. I mean, that is the take-home message of this. I mean, I'm trying not to be emotional because this is an emotional thing. Thank you all. So I'll leave it at that. Chase your dreams, live your dreams. You only get to live once. That's what I learned. I'm sure I'll learn a lot more once it all sinks in, but just remember that. Just, if there's something you want to do in life, you got to make it happen. Alright, that's it.